Hello, everybody. Welcome to Syniega TV with me, Rich Gibbons.
And me, Stephen Old. Sorry, I was a word of my own there.
And today we're introducing a new Syniega TV segment, which is called Tool Time. So Tool Time with Rich and Steve, or Steve and Rich, depending who your favourite is.
And whether we're both here, because sometimes it might be one.
Yeah. And yeah, the idea of Tool Time, as you might be wondering, what is it? Well, Tool Time is our new aim that we're both quite interested in tools in the market. So Tool Time is going to be our new segment to dive into tools, ITAM, FinOps, GreenOps, SaaS, whatever it might be. So we came up with this relatively recently, Steve. But what's kind of your feelings on Tool Time? Why are we doing it, and why should anyone watch us do it?
Great question. So a few bits really. Firstly, as you know, I've been intently doing a load of research on tooling market. There's some like 140 something FinOps tools I know of at the moment, and there'll be some I don't know of. And keeping track of those is like impossible in itself. Like it's a massive task, and it's eating a lot of time, which is fine. But there's a huge amount of that stuff that would just be useful if people had a place they could go and get it. And when you actually then speak to the vendors, them keeping people appraised of what's going on is really hard. So when we thought about it, there's a couple of things. First is to just get as many people on to come and do an intro, so you can go and get an independent piece where someone who's been in the game can be asking someone questions that is one of these tooling vendors. So it's not just a salesperson coming at you. We're going to try to get a product person on, and we're going to try to like ask them proper producty like questions of people that have been there and used it. And then it's what's changing, like it's constantly changing, right? So again, giving us a chance to kind of go, okay, let's see if we can get all of the news about the changes in this in one place. I think that can be massively beneficial. I look at the podcast I do, and I think people must find it boring, but actually it's a single place where you can go and get the news. And in this case, we've got an even probably bigger, more complicated, more constantly changing landscape where no one is doing that. And I think we can really help people out in terms of understanding. People are always asking us about tools. Right, literally, we're on a call today. People are asking us about tools. Well, let's allow people to self-serve some of that.
Absolutely, and I think the thing with tools, it's a big investment. And when you go and you do some research, and you don't know what you don't know, so you look at 8 tools and you think, right, I've settled on this one, it's brilliant. But if you'd looked at 9 tools or 10 tools, there might have been something that was even better. So yeah, I think for us, it's because Syniega are independent. It really does not matter to us what tool someone buys, whether you buy any tool. We just want to try and very kind of neutral. Here's the information. Try and help everyone make the best decision that you can. And equally, we know for the tool providers as well, some of them, they're doing fantastic work, but how do people hear about it? Yeah. So we're just trying to be the kind of conduit between tool providers, tool users, and just help people see what's out there and be as informed as possible.
And I suppose there's 2 things we'd like to ask our audience for. One, if there's a tool you'd like us to go and get on, give us a shout, right? We'll go and reach out to them. We'll get them on.
We take requests.
We'll take requests. And B, then listeners who are at a tool provider, come on, come and speak to us. We've already got a bunch of people that want to come on, but we know there are loads more. We know a lot of people, but there's loads we don't even know. We're going to start with a really exciting announcement for someone tomorrow, and that's another one. Like if you're a tooling vendor, if you've got some breaking news, let's come on, do an episode. Let's get it out there, independent forum where we can ask you a bit about it. So we've got one of those coming out in the next couple of days as well, which we're really excited about, which has brought us forward doing this a bit sooner than we thought, but like it's a great opportunity. And so yeah, this is a chance to get word out there into a different audience as well.
Absolutely. So if you're an end user and you're thinking about a tool, maybe you've got a short list, like Steve says, drop us a line, let us know, and we will we'll try and get them on. If there are certain things that you find yourself, you've bought a tool before and you got burned by a certain missing feature or something that was misunderstood or whatever it might be, let us know, and we can work that into what we talk to tool providers about.
100%.
We would love, not delusions of grandeur maybe, but we would love this to become the kind of industry's focal point for two-way tool communication, as it were. And yeah, we're quite excited, and hopefully you are too. Hopefully you're watching this and you're already halfway through an email to us about tools.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, okay. I really look forward to doing our first episodes over the next few days. Hopefully people will reach out to us, LinkedIn, email, whatever works, and we will try to get those episodes done for you as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah. See you soon.
Thanks, everybody.